What's going on? Hey, look, check this out. I always let y'all wait. You know why I let y'all wait? Because y'all always late to church anyway. What's up? It's date night. Date night online. Dateline is a platform that we have that is used for open conversation, real relaxed conversation. I am not a guru. I am not a expert. I'm just a man with a mic and an opinion. But guess what? This opinion is for, or this platform is for other people that may have opinions. I bring on all types of people on this particular show. It's been about 2 years. We've been rocking out, but guess what? I got a special one for y'all tonight. All right. Got a special one for y'all tonight. It's a good friend of mine. I originally started the idea, right? I had somebody in mind that I want to kind of bring on. And this particular person, she kind of left me. We're going to talk about why she left me a little bit too. We're going to get a little personal on here too. She left me. And guess what? I had to do it. I had to figure it out. So guess what? I figured it out. And here we are. And the first person I thought about, I was like, I might want to try to do something with another young lady or whatnot. So this young lady, I said, let me call her and see what's going on. We talked about it for like a quick second, and then again, she left me. She almost made me cry, but guess what? She's back. She's back.
Oh, so you
What's
don't
up,
play me like
Shanae?
that.
Hey, you back,
Listen,
man? I had to go.
Mark.
Hey, you had to go personal on you, man, because you left me, man. What's
Yeah,
up?
so Mark, I have to say this. Um, People do not understand friendship between men and women because they don't understand that it exists.
Right.
And you are my friend to the end. Like, so cool with me. I'm very protective of my family. You didn't hung out with my brother. You didn't hung out with a man that I used to date that is no longer on this realm. You didn't hung out just with me. And
Right.
I am grateful because the maturity of you didn't hung out with some of my girlfriends, right? And
Right.
we have kicked it.
We kicked it,
But
man.
I'm glad we having this conversation tonight
Right.
because just because I hang out with a fine man and I'm a fine woman, I just like fine people. And
Right.
Mark, you looking good,
Thank
but
you.
I am somewhat taken.
Why you take what you mean? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what though? You know what? And shout out to Hot Sun, man. Like that was my dude, right? That was my dude. And you guys definitely shared moments. I'll let you just I got right. So yeah, we that's how we initially met. You remember the first time we met? You remember the first time we met? What happened?
I think we met at working out. We
We
met
was
at working
outside
out.
during the pandemic.
Oh, was that? Was that where we met?
It
It's
was
the
a
pandemic.
pandemic outside when we worked out at
Oh,
the
that's right.
gym.
Cause
We was
you
working
walked
out,
up
right?
looking like a fine black king, and
Man,
you
I
had
was
a lot of
goddamn
mouth.
fat as hell. I was fat as hell. But you know what? You said something to me smart. I don't know what it was. You didn't even know me. I came in there, but you talking shit to me. And I said something back to you real quick. And you was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that nigga alone.
You know what? Because we go tit for tat.
We
So
gonna tear for tear.
for your followers, and I think my followers are on here too. I'm not sure,
Yeah, we all over the
but
place. I got the
oh,
chat going on too.
okay,
Go ahead.
cool. So I hopefully you have some good, great questions. So I am. Let me introduce myself as not only as your friend, but
Right.
I do a lot. I am. I have a master's of public health. I'm working on my doctorate right now. I do a lot with therapy overall, especially relationship therapy, family therapy. I'm a sexologist. I'm a
Hmm.
fitness person. I do a lot. But one
Hmm.
thing I am is real, and I
Right.
love real people. And
Right.
when I met you, I was dating a gentleman that went
Right.
to the gym with us, and we all became really cool. And he and I were so grown because we were dating, like we were exclusive for a moment, and then
Right.
we just gonna kick it because both of us were going through our stuff.
Right. Right.
And you were both of our friends, but
Right.
you didn't know that I knew stuff and he knew stuff because we had a very open, honest conversation about things.
Right.
But you held him down more than you held me down because you wouldn't tell me shit. And you would tell him all the shit. So I want to get this conversation started by
Uh-huh.
asking you, what is the guy code when you was my friend first before him? Why did you choose to
Oh. Okay.
Come on,
All right.
let's get into this
So
because
let's talk about this guy code thing because there is a guy code, right? So the guy code is simply like, listen, regardless of the fact that we can't say we can say something without saying nothing, right? Meaning that we ain't do just don't want to get involved. It's just something about the bros situation. And that now that doesn't apply for every guy because there are some dudes that'll take that and use it for their own benefit. So
and I call them bitch ass
bitch ass dudes, right?
dudes because I got the girl
Right, right,
code. Bitch
right,
ass dudes. They just let's just call it what it is. Let's be
right,
real tonight. A men need to understand there are
right.
codes. It ain't no bros before hoes. It is bros we bros. And I will say this: I respected you for having
Right.
his back, but I knew everything, and then you wouldn't tell me shit, and I'd be like, Mark trying to skirt around
Right.
things,
Get
right? And
out
he'd
of
be like,
here.
yeah, I know. Well,
I got nothing to do with that.
and you said something to me one time, and he went to you and said, "Why you say something to her?" Because I hadn't had a chance to tell her, and I was like, "Get the fuck on, nigga!"
Right.
Excuse
No,
me.
no, you
Can I
can
cuss
say yeah.
on here?
They went to
And
church and
I
they ain't
was,
learned nothing.
and
You can
we,
cuss on here.
yeah, that's a whole nother conversation, a whole
Right,
nother
right.
topic of things. But but we all became really cool because I was like, Mark, I already know you don't have to
Hmm.
tell me anything, and I love that you loved him the way I loved him because we had a
Yeah.
great time, and he is still so I he was the reason that I got into
Hmm.
cannabis, and I incorporate cannabis and other herbs into my
Right.
practice as a practicing behavioral specialist. And I'm working in St. Louis, Missouri. I still am a resident of Georgia, but I'm working in St. Louis, Missouri to get my doctorate in
Hmm.
public health and in social policy, and I'm also getting another license. So one of my practicums is to work with sexual health because people don't want to talk
Okay.
about sexual health, and this is just the perfect
Right.
platform to talk about
Right.
dating and why people don't want to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex,
Baby.
baby. Let's talk about sex, baby.
I hated that damn song for some reason. But
I love it. Cause let's talk about
so
it.
what's the definition of a sexologist? What is a sexologist?
So a sexologist is a therapeutic practice that helps people who deal with trauma or that stops them from having a real healthy sexual
Hmm.
life. And it is just a part of being a
Right.
therapist. So I also have a certification in intimacy, and then I go really hard. So I have a lot of things. I am creating vibrators, and I
You a sex
teach
slinger, man.
people how to.
You singing slicks over
I'm a
here?
sex slinger, yes, yes, and but it's in a
Right.
classy way because people make it raunchy, and it's a natural
Hmm.
part of life. So we should be able to
That's how
talk
we
about
got
that.
here.
And one of the things I require in a relationship, if I'm dating, if I'm talking to you about sex and you can't give me the truth, I don't want to be in a
Hmm.
relationship with you because if we're going to be together, it's called intercourse,
Okay.
right? You're entering to go on a course
Okay. Of
together.
course.
And when people say I can't talk about that, all I want to do this, then why are you in a relationship with me? I have a client now, and he and his wife are struggling because she doesn't know how to give proper
Head.
head. Yeah.
Right.
And he doesn't either, but he expects it from her. And she's like, but it's a give and take. So I'm teaching them how to have the conversations to get past those constructs in their mind that, ooh, you give a head. But if you want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, you should be able to talk about those things, and you should be mature enough. And I also tell people, if you have to change somebody and it's a deal breaker for a woman to give you head, she's not the woman
Hmm.
for you.
What you mean? What you mean? She's not the one. Like if she don't get the head right or something. What? What do you mean?
No, if she's just, I'm never
Oh.
doing it.
Oh.
If
Okay.
a woman is like, I am never doing it,
All right.
I don't, that ain't my thing, then that woman is not
Hmm.
compatible to you if that's something you require. And I have clients who, I mean, if they're, I do a lot of couples there before they
Hmm.
get married. And if the man is not trying to give the woman head, I'm saying this is a deal breaker. You got to really understand, if somebody is not reciprocating love in the way
Hmm.
you need it, then why you with them?
Right.
It's a force, and it's not, you're not meant
Right.
to be
So
together.
let me ask you a question as far as like sex and men and relationships stuff like that. Um, you know, I heard women say men don't really let themselves go in the bedroom, right? When it comes to sex, like because I feel like sometimes, and I've heard other men say it can be weaponized, right? As far as letting go, them being in getting in that space with the woman. So what do you say to men in order for men to get over that part? Because we have this thing where we'll go but so far, but we don't want to be deemed as being gay, or you know what I mean. So that's some of the things we.
And
Okay.
I hate that. I hate that because what happens in the bedroom should be between
Hmm.
you two. And if you're not in a position to be in a safe space with the
Right.
woman you're with, then you want to think about
Right.
who you with. I Men are very
Yeah.
visual, but sometimes they want this pornography, and that's not reality. But you
Bars.
can create I got bars.
Pornography
I got
without.
bars. I got bars.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
But you can create a healthy, intimate space with the
Hmm.
person you're with if that's who you with. And I will share it with you. I am very particular about who I lay
Hmm.
with because I am a sexologist. So I ask questions. I'm very real, but it's not like the army, but I'm asking, how many times do you want to have sex?
Hmm.
What do you like? Can I be adventurous with you? If you can't be adventurous with me, then I got a problem with that because I want to know what you want because I want certain things. And it's not anything, and people got these small minds. I've told many of my friends, and this is the
Okay.
truest thing. If you got a hole, you should explore it. Every last one of them on both parties. It doesn't mean you're gay. It just
Hold on.
means
What you
you
say?
are
You said
exploring.
whole?
If there's a hole, you
Oh
should
hell!
explore it.
Go
For
ahead. I want. Go
instance,
ahead. I want to listen to
yeah,
it.
yeah, absolutely. Let me break
Go
it down
ahead.
to you. You might like your ear
Okay. Ear hole.
hole touched by the
Okay.
tip,
Ear
right?
hole. Keep going.
You might like certain parts of your body. There's holes all over our
Okay.
bodies. If it's soap and water, just clean it up. Don't worry about it, right? Just let it go. Just relax. And people are so uptight about if I'm gay. If you like the sensation, seriously, if you like the sensation of getting head, then you might want to get a little on that. And that don't mean you gay. It means you're enjoying the experience with the woman.
uh,
How you gay when you with the woman and she's performing all the adventurous things, exploring your body, getting to know your body, recognizing what you like and what you don't like. But men get so caught up in macho, macho, macho. You licking my booty
yeah.
hole?
Yeah.
I'm gay. No, you're not. You're not gay unless you think,
I
unless
know,
you
but it's
are.
listen, for me, you know what? It's all about preference. Like some people eat hot dogs, some people like hamburgers, right? I just don't like my burger. I just
But
don't
I
like
think
my.
you
I
should
just like
try
my
if you
whole
really
test. I'm sorry. That's just a preference. That's a preference.
but if you are with the person that knows what
Right.
they're doing, is interested in doing that to you, that doesn't that's I hate when women, I've done it before. Okay. So this was years ago. I always have been interested in the body.
Okay.
I'm always interested in the mind and the spiritual movement of it, the energetic flow. So I wanted to try all these different things because in the back of my mind I was like, I really want to be a
Hmm.
sexologist. I had gotten my master's. I wanted to be a
Okay.
sexologist. And I was with my partner at the time, and I've only had a few, but this one, and I asked him, would he explore with me? And he said yes. And then I went to one of my friends and I said, is he gay? Because he want to do all this stuff with me. And my friend said, and it was a guy who was gay. Now, how the fuck you gonna ask him to do this and then you want to put him in this box of being gay because you want to explore, and what's that? What, that's not
Hmm.
fair. And I was like, you know what? That is right. If this is my man, I know he's not gay. I know that he is pleasing me because I am very adventurous in the bedroom. Then how do I put him as gay and he ain't been with no man? He just been with me. That's
Okay.
dumb.
Okay, but you can't. So so what you're saying, just a clarification. You're not saying because she wants to do it that a man. are you saying that if she wants to explore that whole hole and you don't want it, you think the man that don't want it should just allow her to do it? I'm just trying to clarify that.
Well, let me put it this way: if you want something done to you,
Right.
or from her, if you want something from her, why not reciprocate what she wants?
Oh,
I want to
no.
explore the whole body of
Okay.
my mate, and I want my mate to explore the whole body of me, because that is the type of partner
Gotcha.
I am. And I feel like people get so caught up in what someone outside
Hmm.
of the bedroom is going to think, that they don't explore it within the
Okay.
bedroom.
Okay. I just it's all about preference. I can understand what you're saying. So it's almost kind of like just the part of just pleasing your partner, basically, though, right? Like you said,
It's pleasing your partner
and
and
you.
you, right? Because you might like
Mm-hmm.
what she does to you, and you got to get out of your mind that that's gay. Ain't nobody else touched your booty hole, just this woman. What
Right.
makes you
Right.
gay? That ain't, it's a whole bunch of being gay. It ain't just sex. And that's what people got to stop doing. Just because you like your booty hole
Well, not
touched
me, not me.
does
You just
not
saying it to
mean,
men, not
I mean,
me,
I'm just
because I.
saying any man. And I'm gonna say this. I have a client who, if I said, if I or any I lived in Atlanta. It's a heavy gay population in Atlanta. I'm a DEI person, so I am very particular about how I speak, what I say, because I want to
Mhm,
include everyone. But I ask men all the time, "What's your preference? Is it men or women?" What you mean? What
mhm.
you mean? All you have to do is say, my
Right, right,
preference
right,
is women. But if you start responding like that, that's gonna be a red flag to me. Either something has happened to you in your past, or you overly macho, or you question your sexuality. Because I'm coming from a therapeutic space.
right. I hear you.
Because why you upset? Because if you're confident in who you are, you ain't got to do all that.
Got you. I feel. I feel. I feel. So let me ask you a question. What do you think about sex on the first date? Like, what are your thoughts on that? You think, are you under the guise of saying you should wait, or is it how you feel in the moment? What do you think?
I have my own
Hmm.
personal thoughts about that. I personally do not. It takes me a while
Okay.
to become intimate with somebody, because I really want to get to know them on a personal level, because I am a type of woman that I want to be friends with my mate before I sleep with them. For her son, me and him were friends for months before we even decided to
Hmm.
date. And then I told him, and this was during COVID, I don't want to date you if you're dating a lot of women. And for a season, he he said, let me try. But he had his thing, I had my thing. And then he decided that he wanted to date. And I said, okay, give me some time, because I don't know if I want to date you after I dated you exclusively. And then now you want to date other
Hmm.
people. Now here's the thing, and I want to be respectful of Hassan, because he's not here to defend himself. But here's what I loved about him. He was always
Brutally
brutally
honest.
honest with me, because I welcomed it. A lot of women say they want brutal honesty, but they can't take it. And a lot of women can say, "Oh, I can have sex on the first night," but they're not emotionally ready. And a lot of women
Hmm.
settle. I am a very particular
Hmm.
woman. If you want me, you got to work to get me. I'm at the point now, because I'm in my 50s, when men, that you don't get sex because you taking me out to dinner. You don't get sex because you taking me on a fucking trip. I don't pay for
Uh-huh.
shit. I ask for big shit. For my birthday,
Go spill it.
this guy who I
Uh-huh.
kind of like,
Kind
I
of
told
like.
him what I want. And he better come through with what I want. And I'm talking big stuff, because I am worth it. And women have to stop devaluing themselves by taking little shit
What you mean about
to
little
say,
shit? What's little shit?
because having sex on the first night,
Hmm.
unless you are mature enough that you be like, I just want to have sex on the first night. Do that shit. But that doesn't guarantee a relationship with someone, right? And women take they we have been so conditioned to believe that if somebody invests a little time in me or give me a little gift, then let me just
Okay.
give them sex. I don't feel
Gotcha.
that way personally. I feel like you should invest the time. I really do feel like people should pursue
Mhm.
me, and I have people who pursue me. And if you are interested in me, you're going to take your time to get to know me. I've never been a woman that
Mhm.
sleeps with men instantly like that. And I don't judge
Mhm.
anyone, but I feel like if people slow down, you could decide, you would see that you like this person or you
Mhm.
don't like that person, and you will see that you are not aligned. When people start sleeping, that intercourse, and you
Intercourse. Right.
entering into that body, and you start sleeping with them, you kind of get this false obligation to them. No, I said I didn't want to be in a
Right.
relationship. I said I want to date other people. Then you know, and I'm an old school person too. Show and prove to me that you
Mhm.
deserve
Mhm.
me.
So you know what? That's I can definitely say that's fair. I always say women should the man should always have to work for whatever that is. The security part, we got to work for that, right? Like meaning that when I meet you, most women in most cases are always skeptical when it comes to dating, right? There's a skepticism for it, right? So as men, we have to earn that. We have to earn that trust. We have to earn that wall to be taken out. And have I ever had sex on a first date? Of course I have, right? But for
Well,
me, it hadn't the value.
many people
It
have.
had what you say? Right.
Many
And it
people have,
doesn't
and many
devalue the
people
woman to me.
are mature enough and to recognize that. I'll say this: I'm in a stage in my life that I know what I want
Mhm.
immediately. I know when I have a connection with somebody. I know that they have things to offer, so it doesn't take me as long to say I'm going to date you or not. I am
Mhm.
particular about um having sex with just anybody because that's how I am. That's how
Right.
I am. But I think that a lot of times people ignore the red flags and they don't talk about the real things to get the red flags. So they just screwing, fucking, and then they get
Mhm.
fucked up. Because when you have sex with someone, especially for women, it's an emotional thing. I don't care how hoish the
Right.
woman is. I don't care how many men they slept with. And men, and you said this, men have to earn the respect of women, but women have to earn the respect of men. But women,
Mhm.
they lie, they play the game, they settle, and then when they get frustrated, they go nuts. And then the man is like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna be with her because she crazy because I made her crazy." No, she made herself crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I say you got to be have a clear mind and clear heart, especially because sex can be like jumper cables on a woman's emotions. You know what I mean? You can put them, you put that cable, you hit that right spot. That's why with men, you have to be careful on who you hit the right spot with because it can be a problem. It can be a
Absolutely,
problem.
because it's an emotional attachment
Right.
to sex. So when men and women have sex, it's always an emotional
Hmm.
attachment. Men are more conditioned to be compartmentalizing. So they can say, I can sleep with a whole bunch of
Yeah,
women.
feel like
It's not
that.
going to affect me, but it will
It
wear you
will.
down. It's going to wear you down this way. It wears men and women down differently. Men are worn down because you got to date
Right.
all these women. You got to hold up the lies. You
Mm.
got to play the fucking
Spend the
games.
money.
You got to spend a lot
Right.
of money. And and then it wears men the
Right.
fuck out. Women are more
Hmm.
emotional beings by birth. We're
Right.
nurturers. We carry
Everything.
everything, so we get worn out because we create these fantasies in our minds that just because I slept with this nigga on the first day. Oh, excuse me, I don't want to say nigga. I'm trying to
Yeah,
erase that from
it's
my
okay.
my
It's
vocabulary.
some niggas
This
listening.
dude, I'm trying because of this election. I'm trying to take that
Go
that
ahead.
word out of my mouth, but because I slept with this dude, he owes me something. No, you owe
Hmm.
yourself. And I have some friends, females, who are so free and they know who they are and they're very confident. And they'll be like, I'm just sleeping with him. But I'm just gonna call him. And this is one of my dear friends. She calls her fuck boy Dick. She calls him
Hmm.
Dick. And she says to me, and she's no longer in
Hmm.
this situation, but she used to say to me, I don't want anything from him because he is not offering me anything but good dick. And so she says, I don't want to have any conversations. I'm not going
Hmm.
on any dates. I don't want to be aligned with him. All I want is what I need until I figure out what I want to get what I
Mhm.
need. And she was very clear on it. But then he started getting emotional because it was the check.
Yeah, yeah. It's like one of those things when they don't come easy for us, and the women kind of play. I don't want to say play the game, but women are not really working in the fashion men want them to. Then we seem like we become more engaged in the situation, right? Like if she's not giving us the energy that we want, right? We lock in more
Right.
so than the one that's really giving us the right type of energy. We think we got her. So we're gonna put her over there. But the one that it makes it hard for us is the one that we kind of engage the most in, right? So I can definitely, yeah.
Absolutely. So um the
Okay.
side
What
chick.
about the side chick?
And I
Okay,
have
okay.
to
Let me ask
address
you
the
one
side
question real
chick.
quick before you got sex. I'm gonna write that down because I'm
Okay,
gonna ask you
okay.
something about this, the sex and your friend, because you said something about your friend. So do you feel okay? So what do you think about when women say this, right? Because I want to get your thoughts about this. When women say, "Well, men can go out here and have all these sex partners, and I can do it, but I can do it too." How do you feel about that? A lot of women think that's an even thing. That's not even. What do you think about that?
I think it's the conditioning of the
Hmm.
world. Like I think it is equality. And I I I, I'm gonna just
Hmm.
let me be
Go
non-professional
ahead.
for a minute. I think it's so fucking stupid when a man sleeps with a woman and everybody know he fucking
Right.
this woman. Why the fuck? How you know what's happening in the bedroom? I think that's so
Right.
weak. And so it's not attractive that a woman can be sexually free, but everybody know who she fucking. How y'all know? Who
Hmm.
y'all talking to? Why if she is somebody you sleeping with, why you gotta go tell somebody? And a lot of times, and I just worked with a client, men lie on their
Oh,
penis. You ain't slept with none of
right.
these women. You ain't slept with. I met this I'm doing
Right.
assessment with this guy, and he's always with women, and he tells me that he has slept with 30
Right.
women, never slept with a man, but he's questioning his sexuality. I said, "You've never had sex, have you?" No. Okay, so why you lying? Because I don't want people to think I'm weak. You ain't weak if you selective about your sex just because you're a
Right.
man.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Women can be virgins. Men want virgins, but you don't want to experience women. That don't make sense. It's just it is the most hypocritical thing that this society has put on us. Um, Men can be hoes, and that's a trophy, but women can't be hoes, or they are hoes and they dusty. That don't make sense. You still sleeping with this dusty hoe because you a dusty hoe. Let's keep it equality. Let's keep that equality there. I think women should have the same rights as men, as far as, because some women gonna get mad at me later, as far as who they are sleeping with and how many partners they have, they should not be judged. But I also would not want my brother to be with a woman that is considered a dusty hoe. I can't hear you. What happened? Can you hear me? Okay. And a commercial break. You want me to log back off and log on? Keep talking? But I don't know what you want me to talk about. Is it a place where I can well I can I want to hear you. Is it my end or your end? Is it okay? So are you figuring out this technical problem? I can't hear you. Can your audience? How do I know? Because this is the thing, Mark. I've never been on this platform before. Okay, so can we go on a commercial break?